All right, y'all. So it's your boy Moody Star back again with another video. So of course, this video is not gonna be too long, and if it is, whatever, I don't care. So we are continuing the generational run. So for the past couple of days, I have been doing intermittent fasting, and I'm gonna keep it a bean buck 50 with you, bro. I learned some new stuff about fasting, bro. I learned that the longer you fast, we talking 12 to 16 to 18 hours. The longer you fast is the more cells that your body is actually going to produce that will help to eliminate basically anything that's unhealthy in your body. Because what happens is, if you're a fat person, or not even if you're a fat person, if you're a person who just likes to eat on a regular 3 meals a day, if you probably eat processed foods, whatever, what's happening is your there in your fat cells or within your body, there's toxic cells that are being stored within the fat. So what happens is, when you go into a state of ketosis and then eventually get into a state of autophagy, what happens is your body starts to burn the fat cells. It's kind of like it turns on itself in a sense, but it starts to eliminate all like the bad bacteria with it that's within the gut. You see what I'm saying? And so based on my intermittent fasting all week long, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I noticed a couple of things. Number one, this might be TMI, but whatever. Number one, when I pass gas, I don't smell shit. I don't smell nothing at all. And not everything that you eat that's healthy is actually going to smell good if if you let it pass through your body like that, i.e., like broccoli or kale or spinach. Yes, those are grief. Those are like leafy greens and whatnot. But like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's not gonna be beautiful if you are constantly eating those. So, which again, it's not a bad thing. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Based on my 12-hour to 16-hour shift of not eating, um, what's happening is I'm training my body to heal itself. The body. Let's talk about this for a second, bro. God created you to be perfect. Believe it or not. God created you to be perfect, bro. Now I know, because they say, like, God don't make mistakes. Sometimes as humans we get sick. We get tired. We go through emotions, ups and downs. I'm here to tell you, bro. We kind of live in a demonic world. We live in the devil's playground. So whether we know it or not, we're actually kind of playing by his rules. And the reason why we're playing by the devil's rules is because if you're eating processed foods, if you're constantly eating throughout the day, more than 3 meals a day, if you eat meat, chicken, or anything that was a sentient being, what's happening is you're setting yourself up to get sick. You're setting yourself up to produce parasites within the body. You're setting yourself up to go through emotional ups and downs. Uh, the sugar level within the body starts to spike if you are eating like too much carbs, or if you're eating a lot of chips, things of that nature. So based on just what I've been doing in the past 4 to 5 days, I came out with like a couple of things, bro. You feel me? Because like I said, God has kind of put me in this state where he's taken a lot of stuff away from me. But as he's taken away a lot of stuff from me, I'm actually gaining so much more. I'm gaining a lot of knowledge. I'm still experiencing the female attraction, which I kind of don't understand, because it's like, bro, usually when you experience the female attraction, you kind of have like different shiny material things to be like, hey, I got this, I got that, and they're gonna flock. But they, not saying that I have like women flocking to me like crazy, but it's like a lot. It's a lot more easier to conversate um, with women, and it's not even a matter of like I'm trying to have sex with them or anything, but it's literally what I'm saying, like me just like kind of sharing knowledge, and then again, I'm kind of vibrating at a high vibrational rate. Um, the conversation, the like everything is just different when you start to fast. So when you're fasting and retaining your energy, you know what type of power you're actually creating within the body, bro? This type of power, bro, is unseen. Okay? This type of power is like you are charging yourself up at a whole nother level. Today, for the first time in about because I did go walking 3 days in a row, thank God. Prior to that, I fell off bad because it rained for like 5 days in a row. So I was like, I really, it really kind of affected my energy and shit like that. You feel me? But prior to that, like, today I did 4 miles of walking. I got my son in. You feel me? I was walking with my shirt off, walking around the block type shit. Now, I'm not even where I want to be as far as like my body's concerned, but I ain't gonna hold you. Since I started this intermittent fasting again, um, I lost a few pounds. Number one, I lost pounds where it's like, okay, this is like dead weight that I kind of don't need type shit. Because during that week when it was raining like fucking crazy and I was just in the house and I had nothing to do, I was bored. And because I was bored, I ate. And that's the thing about it, bro. Half the time when you eat, bro, you just be eating because you probably just bored. You probably want to watch the game. You probably watching a movie, so you need something to eat with that. You know, food is dangerously close to like damn near having sex. This is why women, when they try to get over you, like after a break or some shit like that, after a breakup, they are going to cater to eating ice cream. They're going to cater to, it's the same thing with guys too. There's this thing called emotional eating. So I was emotionally eating, and now that this week has came around, I literally have to work off that energy that I gained. You feel me? So um, I'm pretty much in a state right now where like I want to say I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50, bro. My finances is not where they need to be right now. Granted, it's slowly but surely building up, so I'm not even worried about that. Shout out to everybody who is supporting the channel. But I actually found a few hacks that I can do, and pretty soon I'm gonna come out with different videos about like just how to like pretty much how you can flex, even though you're not really supposed to be flexing or showing off to people. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you can walk 1 to 3 miles a day, that's a light flex. That's a free flex, my nigga. That's a free flex, not a reflex, but a free flex. You feel me? Um, Fasting, intermittent fasting, it's very hard to do. Very hard to do. Um, so I'm taking it upon myself to challenge myself because, again, mind you, I always talk about, try your best not to eat a lot of processed foods. Try your best not to eat a lot of meat and stuff like that, right? um, but if you are working out, there is a cheat code. The cheat code literally is you not eating as much as you used to eat. You feel me? This is how you can get lean and cut up type of muscles type shit. Like I'm getting my muscles in. You feel me? I'm getting my push-ups in. As you can see on a couple of my shorts that I've been posting, I've been really getting my push-ups in, bro. I try to at least do 50 to 60 push-ups a day. Really, I'm trying to up it to 100. So basically, these are like some free ways that you can kind of spiritually flex, and you can still charge up and you can still manifest so much. You feel me? Like, don't ever think just because like God took something away from you, don't ever think that you're in lack. You feel me? I need you guys to understand that you are actually living in abundance as it is right now. Like, you are abundantly rich right now. You feel me? If you're already retaining your energy, you are abundantly rich. If you are already getting sun at least 3 times a week, you're abundantly rich. If you can walk or run for about 2-3 miles a day, you are abundantly rich. You feel me? And all of these things that are happening in sports, like I said, if you're intermittent fasting, like put it like this, bro. You don't necessarily even have to eat natural or eat fruits like that because, like I said, your body is a superhuman computer. Your body is a superhuman computer. Your body is damn near like a hospital, bro. Except it's not like the hospitals that you're gonna see out there, bro. You feel me? The cells within your body, like the doctors, you got cells, white blood cells. Excuse me. Excuse me. I actually just I broke my fast not too long ago, which is, I ate mad late, so I ain't going to sleep no time soon, and I am about to go on another 16 to 18 hour fast. Um, it's amazing. I ain't gonna lie, my like I smell great. Everything is just kind of going like how it's supposed to go. I'm not gonna hold you though. Let me stay on topic though. The thing is, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna say this now. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Eating food brings me back down to earth. I actually don't like to eat no more, bro. Like for real. Like if it's like maybe some pasta and shit like that. Like again, pasta is like the worst thing you can eat late night. But I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like every time when I break my fast after this week, after like 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours, bro, my emotions start to get fucked with a little bit. Like I start to feel shit. You feel me? And it's just like y'all niggas need to do y'all research, bro. Y'all gotta understand that like we are literally living in the devil's playground, and the powers that be, like, look, bro, I am a huge threat to the powers that be. The reason why my channel is shadow banned is because these are the things that I talk about. If I tell you how to self heal yourself, you won't need to have to go to the hospital no more, because again, your body becomes the hospital itself. The white blood cells within your body, and then just period, like as far as like the cells, period. You feel me? Every cell has like their own responsibility into, keeping the body moving in a certain type of like frequency or vibration, right? If you allow nature, because God already made you perfect. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why you probably don't feel perfect is because of the foreign substances you've been putting in your body. But if you're able to let the body do its work, stop stressing out your digestive system. If you have to constantly keep digesting stuff, like right now, low key, I feel a little stressed because, like I said, I just finished eating. Granted, I just did my 4 miles and I did my 50. I think it was about 60 push-ups, but let's just say for conversational purposes, 50 push-ups, bro. Like, yeah, if you're, trying to build weight and stuff, then it's cool. You need to replenish your body. But my nigga, some of my clearest times are like my moment of clarity when it comes to my mind, when it comes to being sober. I even took a break from smoking weed for real, like seven plus days. So I'm on a high streak when it comes to retaining my energy. I haven't smoked weed or anything, so I feel good about that. Um, you know, I started the intermittent fasting because, put it like this, the one thing that discouraged me was the fact that I wasn't getting enough fruit. Again, my finances, sometimes fruit is very expensive. Sometimes, what I'm saying, I want to buy my drinks that have turmeric in it, that have ginger in it. You got different types of drinks that you can drink, and it'll naturally cleanse your body out. But let's say if you don't have the money for that, how the fuck do you combat that? How the hell can you still heal yourself without actually buying all of these stuff? You gotta fast. You have to intermittent fast, bro. All right, cool. You have to intermittent fast, bro. You feel me? Let the body work itself out. Let the magic happen. Now, the first time when you try to do a fasting that's like beyond 12 hours, like put it like this: if you, let's say you stop eating at 8 p.m. at night, and then the next day comes around, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. If you're new to fasting, you're gonna be hungry as fuck in the morning. But the best thing that you can do is probably either maybe drink some tea. But I wouldn't even eat nothing, bro. I wouldn't even drink nothing, bro, because you gotta let the body do itself. You gotta let the body work itself out. Once you get to that 8 o'clock in the morning range, that's basically 12 hours right there. You basically skip breakfast, go till about 12, 1, maybe 2. Like me, usually, I usually last until like at least 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe 5. And depending on like if I'm gonna go play basketball, if we're gonna do anything like that, that's when I'll try to eat my meals. But if I know I'm a chill, if I know like I'm off from work type shit, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of like physical activity. That's the best time to train yourself to go further into, you know what I'm saying, being in a fasting state, getting into a ketosis type of state. And like I said, the cells within the body will literally start to burn a lot of the fat, and any type of fat that you've had is going to burn out a lot of the toxic cells within that's stored within the fat. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, it's kind of like the body eating itself, but it's really getting rid of a lot of the toxins. Believe it or not, the average human, if I'm not mistaken, because I've been researching this shit, the average human can last at least 2 weeks before they eat a meal, bro. 2 weeks. That's basically 10 days. The average person don't need to eat for at least 10 days before they get into a state of starvation. Now, you yourself, like if you didn't eat until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you probably be starving. You probably like, damn, bro, like I'm weak. I can't really move like that. Like my energy is low. Like I said, if you're new to fasting, it's gonna be like that. You feel me? So what you need to do is make sure, like, if you're gonna go 16 hours, if you're gonna go 18 hours, if hell, if you're gonna try to go for the big 2-4, make sure you're off from work. Make sure you're not doing shit that day. You feel me? Make sure like your schedule is completely, you know what I'm saying, open. So that way, if it seems like you're gonna be weak or whatnot like that, again, you can drink water. You can add a little sea salt within the water. Make sure you get your salt intake, or your quote unquote a little bit of sodium intake. You feel me? To make sure your body doesn't get fully dehydrated. But like, after that, bro, it's like repetition. A lot of y'all niggas be eating, like me too. Me too. Like eat, like I said, like tonight, usually I would have had 2 servings of the food that I had. But instead of having 2 servings, I actually left a quarter of the serving. I was like, good job. You feel me? Even though I was trying not to eat as much, I still left a quarter, and I was like, you know what? Cool. I really don't need to eat that much. You feel me? Because I'm just keeping in mind that, like, let me let the body do what it do. Let me let the body heal itself. This is how God blessed you, bro. God blessed you in order for you to heal yourself. The powers that be don't want you to know that. The powers that be want you to depend on food. They want you to depend on, okay, if you get sick, you got to go to the hospital. That's billions and billions and billions of dollars that they are racking in every day due to your ignorance. Just because you don't know the power of your own body. See, if y'all share this video, and if y'all actually start to really understand like the power of the body and how it can heal itself, like niggas can really heal themselves from anything. From anything. If you guys understand that, bro, you know how much the system will change. And they're literally afraid of that. They're scared of that, bro. They don't want people to know all of this information. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this shit based off of trial and error, bro. Again, I could think about life in a term where I'm lacking, but instead of that, I always say this on my channel. I'll be like, damn, bro, spirituality don't sell, but guess what do sell? Health. Health is wealth. Health sells. If you power up spiritually, it will show naturally within the body. You know what I'm saying? One of my good friends, you feel me? Like, she's basically like my twin. She compliments me on my skin and whatnot, you feel me? And it's like I don't really do nothing special besides go in the sun, and then of course I be intermittent fasting and stuff, and of course I be retaining my energy. When you retain your energy, you retain your seed, you're not releasing all the time, you look younger. And you got your life force energy. And you got the quote unquote riz, you feel me? For lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say Riz because some of y'all niggas is like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 type shit. So it's like I gotta holler at y'all and speak y'all language. But like, but even to the people my age and shit, bro, like there's so many things you can do without having exterior things to help you, bro. You feel me? And when I say exterior, I'm not necessarily like the sun and whatnot, but I'm just saying like physical man-made things you don't really fucking need, bro. You don't. You don't. You don't need man like you. They've been brainwashing us for quite some time. There's a divide that's happening right now. And my thing is, bro, I'm not telling you guys to sell your soul to the vegan gods. I'm not telling you guys to do that. But what I am telling you guys is that, bro, your body naturally heals. Your body naturally produces. You should be thankful that you can that you, bro. And what I'm about to say right now might be sound a little bit counterintuitive, but my nigga, you should be thankful that God made you be a man. That He gave you the ability to be like, bro, you can produce as much sacred God energy, which is of course you release into a woman and you create a baby. He gave you that energy unlimited. So niggas is going crazy. Bro, you are already an abundant being. You are already self-preserving, abundant being. You live in abundance already. You have to understand that. Once you understand that, wait, damn, I'm abundant. I'm limitless. You know what's going to happen? Your life is going to change. You're going to start to live life differently. You're going to start to see the power has always been within. And again, when I make these videos, yes, I make these videos for y'all, but I also be talking to myself too. I gotta remind myself, like, dang, bro, I'm abundant. Like, my cells, like, if I cut myself, like, if you was to cut yourself right now, and I ain't telling you to slit your, don't do that. But if I was to get a cut right now, I I don't have to tell my cells, I don't have to tell my body, hey, heal yourself. I don't gotta Lance Stevenson. I don't have to do that, bro. The cells is gonna do it by look at this. Look at this. You see this? Hold on. I know some of y'all just listening to the audio, but like, you see this? You see this scar right here, bro? This happened because I thought I was Spider-Man. Okay? A long time ago when I was like 11 years old, long story short, I was playing around on like this. It's like a closet, right? A sliding door closet, and it's like a tall sliding door closet. It's two sides to it. You know, you slide it, closet's right there. You close it, and then of course it's a long mirror. So it was like a stand-up mirror. I remember I was like playing. I thought I was Spider Man. So I'm climbing up. It was parallel to like another closet. The closets were parallel. So me, I'm thinking I'm Spider Man. You feel me? I'm putting my hands here and putting my feet on the other side, and I'm climbing up, climbing down. I'm doing all type of. You feel me? I'm going crazy. I'm in my bag. I'm in my spidey senses tingling and everything. Right? Boom. I jump down. I go to, I push off. I push off of one side, bounce into the other one. The closet ends up breaking, right? Glass shattered, all of that shit, right? So there's glass everywhere. I'm basically leaned onto the to the door or to the sliding door for the closet, and I had to break my fall because if I would have suddenly moved, then all that glass would have shattered on me. Long story short, I slid all the way down to the bottom. I had to get back up. I'm like, oh shit, cool. And then my sister was there, and then she started crying. She's like, where's this blood coming from? I'm like, what are you talking about? I lift up my hand, and then, bro, all of this right here was hanging off like this here. Now, did I naturally heal myself? Nah, I didn't naturally heal myself. And in this particular case, and this is the only reason why, like, In my opinion, the only reason why a hospital should exist is for like major injuries like that. Like, okay, if you a flesh wound or something like that, you broke a bone or something. I ain't never break a bone. Knock on wood, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood or whatnot. I ain't never break a bone. But I think that's what hospitals should be used for. It shouldn't be used to try to like tell people like, all right, cool, like you got cancer and shit, so we gonna make you take these medicines to make you feel better for the moment, knowing damn well like nigga, you can heal yourself from cancer. Long story short, I go there, they stitch my shit up. Now, yeah, they stitched it up, but the cells within my arm right here with the scar literally had to do the job. If let's say there was no hospitals that existed, bro, all I had to do literally just literally wrap something around it. You feel me? Or apply pressure to it. And if I would have just let it, obviously, you got to put some peroxide on it. But like, if I was in the hood or some shit, or if I was in like, you know what I'm saying, like some country or some shit, they would have just wrapped that bitch up, put some leaves around that bitch, and just and let the cells do what it do. It's gonna heal itself regardless. It probably could have healed up a whole lot better had I, tried to do it the natural way. But basically, what I'm saying is, your body was made to self heal itself. It was made to repair itself. You feel me? In most cases. Again, if you break an arm or some shit, break a leg, that's different. That's totally different. But like even in that sense, bro, I'm pretty sure we have natural remedies that can help to heal our bodies. Now, when you talk about the natural remedies, now we got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, how much melanin you have in your body, what's the relationship between Mother Nature and the human flesh, why is Mother Nature, the sun, different plants and stuff, why the chemistry between your body and some of these natural remedies, why is the chemistry so strong? You feel me? You feel me? Like you gotta like start to ask certain questions like that, bro. But like all I'm saying is, bro, sometimes you just gotta get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way. Let God do his work. God, you already have the God cells within your body to heal yourself. Fast, man. Fast. Simply don't eat for 10 hours at a time, 12 hours at a time. And then if you want to rack up and eat, that's cool. If you're an athlete, a football player, basketball player, then that's cool. But like, just imagine when you fast, retain your energy, and you get some sun, and now you're working out. Come on, bro. Where do you think all the natural creative energy is literally going to come from? It's going to come from within. So by the time you start relating, you talking to people, you're talking to different women and shit, you will be able to touch women without touching them. I repeat, you will be able to touch women without touching them. Mental stimulation before physical penetration. You can't like you like it's just really simple, bro. Everything works in unison. God made you a certain way. God made you a certain way to be this type of being where you can self heal yourself. Now the problem, like I said, the only reason why it's harder for people to do it nowadays is because again, we eat too much fuck shit. We surround ourselves around Wi-Fi. 9 times out of 10, your bedroom is kind of probably well, if you got your own room, that's a blessing. If you got your own house, that's a blessing. But 9 times out of 10, each room is in a square shape. If you got a circular room, nigga, then hey, that's actually a good thing. But anything that's in a square shape or in a rectangular shape, that's energy trying to that's basically trapping energy. So you can't even manifest correctly because you're in a rectangular shaped ass room. That traps energy. These people know what the fuck they was doing, bro. I don't know who the fuck I don't even know who the fuck the powers that be, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers know what time it is, bro. They houses and shit and Wi-Fi and all that, they probably don't even have. They got like probably like a different type of internet connection because they know what Wi-Fi does to your body. Oh, don't get me started on the HVAC system too. HVAC system is niggas don't even understand what type of air they're breathing in. So like I said, bro, this is why it's very important to go outside, get you some sun. You feel me? Go in Mother Nature, ground yourself. You feel me? Put your feet in the grass, and this is how you help heal yourself naturally. You already live in a state of abundance, man. Remember that. You are abundant, bro. MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Star, and I'm back here with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I highlight and invest and talk about my spiritual walk in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I got to say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. And Joe, for the outro, if you made it to the end of the video, bro, you the GOAT. Stay locked in, bro. Try to fasten out for a little bit. Start with 8 hours. Start with 7 to 8 hours, 10 hours. And again, the first time when you do this, you might feel a little weak, but make sure you have time to do this shit. Don't be trying to like fast and not eat shit, and you know you got to go to school and you got to do all this stuff. Make sure if you're going too fast, at least have some type of like either peanuts or cashews. I don't really fuck with cashews, but whatever. And it's the other ones, bro. I forgot the name of this shit. Y'all can say it in the comment section. But yeah, anyway, bro, it's being born with the star. Again, I'm going to continue this intermittent fasting. And then let's see. I'm going to try to go 24 hours, bro. I'm really going to try to go 24 hours, bro, because I want to get into a state of ketosis. When you get into a state of ketosis, that's when the real magic starts to happen, bro. Like, real talk. Any type of, like, cancer cells that could be forming cancer, all that shit gets eradicated by not eating. Retain your energy. Don't eat. It's like the power of abstaining from a lot of shit, bro. Food and sex sometimes equals sadness and depression, bro. Can you believe that? The two main things, food and sex, that you supposed to be having fun with. Sometimes you have too much food and have too much sex. It's gonna be a lot of emotional baggage. You're gonna have an emotional you're gonna have an emotional high and then an emotional low after when you eat and when you have too much sex. So keep that in mind, bro. If you really want to balance out your energy, you have to abstain. Just vibe. Just vibe for a little bit. Just chill for a little bit. And then you go back, you clap some cheeks, you can eat whatever, and then this is how you enjoy. This is how you really enjoy food and sex. Just by abstaining from the shit. And you'll actually have a better time when you do it. But yeah, man, it's been a woman to start. See you guys in the next video, bro. Peace.